Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alexa, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I consider to be a Kindle starter pack. Pretty much anything you may want or need, whether you already have a Kindle or you're about to get your first Kindle. Let's jump right in with the first and most obvious thing, which is a Kindle. This is my Kindle. I have the Kindle Colorsoft, and I have an entire video of me unboxing and setting up this Kindle, so if you want to see that video, I will link it down below for you. But there is also the Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition, the Kindle Paperwhite, and the Kindle Basic. I also have a video where I show and compare all four of those Kindles, so I will also link that below if you want to see that video as well. But yeah, this is what my Kindle Colorsoft looks like. Once you have acquired your Kindle, the next thing you are probably going to want to get is a case. I just showed you guys, but this is my case. It is actually a clear case, and I put some various paper scraps and stickers inside of the case. I don't know if you can tell, but it's literally just a piece of paper sitting between the Kindle and the case. So there are a few different routes you can go as far as cases are concerned. The first would be what I just showed you guys, which is the clear Kindle case. And you could also get one that is a solid color, but I think the clear case is something that I see super often that people really love to have, including myself, obviously. So with the clear case, you can essentially decorate it however you want. You could just leave it clear with the Kindle showing. You could put paper in it like I did and make your own little background. You can also decorate it with bookish stickers. I see people doing that all the time. Mine used to be decorated with stickers before I set it up like this. I'll insert a picture if I have one. But yeah, as you can tell with the clear case, you can essentially customize it however you want, which is what I love about it so much. In addition to decorating your Kindle with various things and a clear case, you can also do a grip. A lot of people love to put pop sockets onto Kindles. For whatever reason, I just hate pop sockets. I don't know what it is. I have just never been able to use them. I don't know, just the feel of them makes me want to crawl out of my skin, but I know that people do love pop sockets. I'm just a weirdo. You could also get an elastic grip. It essentially goes around the corners of the Kindle, and then you can slip your hand in whatever way you are holding the Kindle. As you can see, I'm using a lip gloss holder as a grip, so everybody's different, so I encourage you to get whichever one will make you the most comfortable. You also don't have to have a grip on your Kindle, but I think it's just easier to hold the Kindle because if you're holding on the sides, you might accidentally start turning the pages either way. So it's just easier to hold it from the back so that you don't flip the pages when you don't mean to. But again, everybody's different. Do whatever's best for you. The last little decor piece I have on here is a Sunny Angel hipper. There are a lot of little blind box hipper trinket toy things, whatever you want to call them. So if that's your thing, you can obviously put that on the Kindle case as well. And that is exactly why I love my clear case so much. You can customize it pretty much in any which way you can think of. And I'm super crafty and love changing things up all the time, so this is what works best for me. Another Kindle case option you could go with is a folio Kindle case. A folio case is essentially a case that encloses the back and front of the Kindle, and you can kind of flip it open like a book. And they typically will fold back behind the back of the Kindle, if that makes sense. The only thing about the folio case is depending on the material and which one you get, it may be difficult to add a pop socket or a grip, anything like that, but a lot of the folio cases will fold in a way that it will hold up the Kindle. So it just depends on which one you get, but those are just some things to think about when deciding what Kindle case you want to get. And then the last type of case that you could get is just a basic sleeve. This is not something that will be on your Kindle 24/7, but more so something to just store your Kindle in when you're not using it so it doesn't get dusty, or if you're throwing it in your bag so it doesn't get scratched or anything like that. There are so many Kindle sleeves out there. I actually made this one, and I do have a tutorial on how to make this sleeve on my channel, so I will also link that in the description if you're interested. But yeah, I like to do my clear case and then a sleeve for whenever I'm traveling or not using the Kindle. But if you don't really like cases, this would be a good option just so that you have something to put it in your bag or whatever. Wow, I just talked about cases for so long, so let's move on to the next item on the list, and that is going to be a screen protector. I don't personally have a screen protector on my Kindle because I am honestly very careful with it, and like I said, I'm always putting it in a sleeve if it's going in a bag or anything like that. So, but if scratching the Kindle is something that you are concerned about, that is definitely something to think about getting. The next item on the starter pack list is the Libby app. If you don't know what Libby is, it is essentially an app that you connect your library card to, which then allows you to borrow audiobooks and ebooks from your library, which you can then download onto your Kindle. I have 3 different library cards that I have connected to my Libby account, and I am constantly downloading free books from Libby. I believe there is another library app similar to Libby called Hoopla. I've never personally used it before, but it is also compatible with Kindles. So that is a super easy and awesome way to get free books on your Kindle if you don't want to buy any books or have any subscriptions. Speaking of subscriptions, the next thing on the list are subscriptions. I'm sure most people know about these already, but I think the 2 main subscriptions that Kindle users use are Kindle Unlimited and Audible. Kindle Unlimited, think of it essentially as Apple Music or Spotify, where you're basically paying a subscription fee to have access to media. So with the Kindle Unlimited subscription, they put hundreds of thousands of books in their library, and as long as you're paying the subscription fee each month, you have full access to all of those books. They also switch up the books that are available on Kindle Unlimited, so they may take away a handful of books every now and then, but they'll be adding new ones that weren't previously available, and so on and so forth. I mean, I really don't think you would be able to read every single book that they have available in their library anyways, so believe me, you will have plenty of books to read with a Kindle Unlimited subscription. And they are also constantly running free trial deals where you can get a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months for free. So make sure to look into that before fully subscribing, because you can usually get a free trial before paying to subscribe. So for Kindle Unlimited, it is $11.99 per month in US dollars. The other subscription option is Audible, and this is only for audiobooks. So again, they have hundreds of thousands of books in their library, and you pay a specific fee and you get credits. Each book is worth a certain amount of credits, and you redeem your credits to get said books. With Audible, there are a couple of different price tiers, so depending on how many credits you want per month will dictate the price of the membership. They also have a more affordable option, which is $7.95 per month in US dollars. And this will give you access to their Plus catalog. So you could do that, or you could do a higher tier membership where you are getting the Plus catalog and credits to spend on premium audiobooks. I believe the premium audiobooks that you purchase with credits are also yours to keep. So if you cancel your subscription, you would still have access to those books, if that makes sense. So the next item on the list is pretty much only applicable if you are going to be listening to audiobooks using your Kindle, but you can only listen to audiobooks on a Kindle if you are using wireless headphones. So the next item on my list is wireless headphones. I have had both of these for multiple years. I didn't buy them specifically for my Kindle. So yeah, if you already have wireless headphones, those will work just fine. The next item on the list are hands-free reading tools. Now, these 2 items I typically use in conjunction with each other. The first item I call my Kindle poof pillow, but as you can see, it is a little poof pillow that has a bowl right here and then a spot to slide your Kindle in. This is adjustable and you can turn it whatever which way you want to. You basically just slide your Kindle into the holder and there you have it. You have your own little Kindle stand. And like I said, it has this little bowl right here that you could put snacks or whatever you want inside. And then the other item that I use with the poof pillow is a wireless page turner. I know it sounds complicated, but it's the most uncomplicated thing ever. You basically just clip this piece onto your Kindle, you press the button on the back of the piece, it turns on and it turns the pages without you having to do anything but press this button. So if you have your Kindle set up on the poof pillow and your wireless page turner attached, you have now achieved a hands-free reading experience. And I know that some people are gonna say, oh my gosh, that is so lazy, to which I would reply, yes, it is, but that's kind of the point. All I wanna do when I'm reading is be as relaxed as possible, and this allows me to do just that. I will also say that this is a fantastic setup for anybody with any type of disability. It can provide accessibility to people who may not be able to hold a Kindle. And the final category on my list is random. The first thing is my little charging port charm. It's essentially just a little plastic piece that has a charm attached to it, and then you can just slide it into your charging port, and there you have another cute little accessory to decorate your Kindle with. Not only is it cute, but it can also protect any dust or sand from getting into the Kindle if you take it to the beach or anything like that. This is honestly one of my favorite things to decorate my Kindle with, and they're also very inexpensive, so I would highly recommend one of these. The next thing is a sleeved blanket. The one I have here is just blue with these little smiling clouds on it. This is the softest and comfiest thing ever to read in, so if you guys want to grab one of these. I also have a discount code, which I will link in the description for you guys. The next thing on the list is just candles. I feel like people who read books just tend to love candles. I'm not exactly sure the correlation between those two things, but I love me a good candle and it really does just set the mood for reading. This one is the Homesick Book Club candle, which is not only adorable and aesthetic, but smells amazing. But you know, there's a million different candles out there. So the next thing I actually wear 24/7, and it is a little fidget ring. I just tend to be like a very fidgety person, and so I feel like just messing with something like a fidget ring really helps me focus when I'm reading. And the last thing is a little bathtub tray to rest your Kindle on. This is the perfect item for somebody who wants to take those super aesthetic and cozy baths while reading on their Kindle. I feel like a candle would go really good with that as well. Now, obviously you don't need every single thing that I showed in this video, but they are just things that personally make my reading experience that much more pleasurable. So with that being said, that is going to be all for today's video. If you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know your favorite Kindle accessory. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and Goodreads. They are always linked in the description below. And make sure that you are subscribed so that you can see more videos from me in the future. But for now, that is all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Ah, oh my gosh, there's a dead roach. Good thing I didn't overreact. I have the Apple AirPod Maxes. No, that's not what these are. Where did I put it? Oh, by the way, if you are wondering where my glasses went, I did get contacts, so just a little life update. I'm also in the middle of redoing my room, so this is gonna change a little bit in the future.